YouTube? Shugo Shinobi here with a review of the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger Zyuoh Cube 6 DX Cube Gorilla, the cube animal belonging to Zyuoh Gorilla, which is just Zyuoh Eagle with his mask flipped up, and he got really big, boofy muscles and stuff. So yeah, but let me tell you, this is one cube animal you could definitely go bananas for, because he is great. Box-wise, it's just pretty much the same size box as Elephant and Tiger, I believe. I don't have their boxes anymore, so I can't really compare it. But it is roughly that size right there. We can start making this guy, all except for Mole, because he wants to be late, not come out until the very end of the month. Thanks, Mole. But anyhow, we can start making that guy, and I will show that off at the end of the video. So there we go. So this was released in April 2016, really early on, like the second day of April, for about 2,500 yen or so. So not too shabby, pretty affordable, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get it open and take a look. Alright, so here's Cube Gorilla, and this thing. The Big Wild Cannon is what this is. So much like we have the Big King Sword for Zyuoh King, Zyuoh Wild has the Big Wild Cannon, and is also an integral piece in forming any Zyuoh Wild combination. So they both have that. It's more or less just a different cube, albeit a little bit more of a rectangular cube, a rectangular prism. But anyhow, it's got this gun attached to the side, and we'll get to the purpose of something like this shortly. So here is cube number 6. As you can see, he's got the gorilla head right there, all primed and ready to go. Just like stuff like Tiger and stuff, just hanging out and being all, look at my face. But anyhow, it does have the slot right down there. So even though Zyuoh Wild does not actually use the Big King Sword, it is something that you can do. I will show that off momentarily during the transformation stages. But yeah, so nothing crazy. He's a cube. What are you gonna do? So transformation is, as you expected, super simple. You do that. You do that. You flip it around, you're technically done. You could leave him like that and just have him be a little stumpy gorilla. I don't know. I think it's cute. You could do it. But really, you're supposed to flip that head up one click, and this will slide forward to extend the arms, just like so. And kind of go like that. And that is actually the stance that they want you to have Cube Gorilla in. Now, of course, you can just leave him here and have Cube Gorilla. He's seen him several times just like this, hanging out, doing his gorilla stuff. But what you can do is take the Big Wild Cannon and flip it open, lock it in place just like that, and it's basically a big bazooka. It's also a thing that can mysteriously hover in the air and make like a trapeze. Somehow, we'll go with it. It's Sentai. We don't need logic. So, that will tab right into this slot right there. Just like so. And now he's got a big honking bazooka on his back. He's also a little bit too big for my camera frame. There we go. So not only does he have a giant bazooka, he's got like a little Gatling gun attached to the bazooka. Just, you know, for a little extra firepower, because, you know, he's a gorilla. He's a gorilla that needs to pack heat. Not bananas, he needs to pack heat. So there we go. There is Zyuoh Gorilla. If you stand him upright, the bazooka can't actually, the Big Wild Cannon can't, like, sit flush like this anywhere. There's no ports or anything that allow it to do so. It always has to be on that angle. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out how you want to pose this guy. But you can go ahead and slide that back up, flip it down, push, push, done, done, and you're back into the cube mode. So let's go ahead and start with the normal Zyuoh Wild configuration, the normal configuration, and that involves the elephant, number 4, the tiger, number 5, and the gorilla, who is now off screen as number 6. Alright, so flip these forward. They look very much like Cube Eagle, and again, he's got a little badonk-donk sticking out. He's got his little booty showing, not shoten. Shoten's not a word. But anyhow, extend the arms once again, and what you're going to do is flip these panels up to give him a little bit of extra, well, not color because it's black, but extra little bit of design. And of course he's headless. He looks kind of silly. What you're going to need is the big wild cannon. Now you take off the additional gun piece, and that is basically his weapon. You just stick that in his hand, just like that. If you open up the big wild cannon, you see this black piece right here that will flip open. Fold that back up, and there you have the head of Zyuoh Wild. So what you're going to do is just use that port right there, that clip will attach right into there on that, and it will kind of fill up the space a little bit. I mean, he's still got his big booty showing, but now he's got like a backpack, so it's a little bit more fleshed out. And then you're going to fleshed, whatever. Flip that up, and you have Zyuoh Wild. Or rather, should I say Zyuoh Wild 456, I believe is the name for it. I think it just goes in numerical order. Correct me if I'm wrong. One person correct me if I'm wrong. I don't need everyone to correct me if I'm wrong, but I know you're going to do it anyway, so it's cool. But I love this guy. I love it. I love the way that this looks. It's a neat looking robot. I love the color scheme. It's very Christmas. It's a very Christmas color scheme. But I digress. I love the way the gorilla body looks. The arms are a little bit beefier, so they're not as thin and weird as Zyuoh King's arms. I love the helmet design. Up here it reminds me a lot of Zyuoh. Just in terms of the way the helmet's designed, as well as the way these shoulder pads hold out and stuff. So it reminds me a lot of Zyuoh from Tokuger. I like the gorilla right here. That looks neat. I don't know. I just really like this guy. He's my preferred mecha so far. So as we rotate this guy, from the back here, you got the 4, you got the 5, and you got the check mark, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's simple. I like it. I dig it. Now, like I was saying before, you can actually pop this off. And if you want to take the big king sword, that actually works perfectly fine and actually creates something that looks pretty neat, I think. You can pop this out. I just keep it in there for storage. And you can wield the sword as well. So you can kind of have a little bit of a mix-up there if you would like to do that. That is something that you could do. You can pop that out. You can put the face back in. Now, what feature that this guy has that Zyuoh King doesn't is he got this little like extra rocket punch feature. If you move this little lever right here forward, he fires his hand. That's so cool. Like, I mean, it's simple and it's kind of like a childish thing to get excited about, but I don't know. I like rocket punches. It's been a while since I had a toy that rocket punched. I mean, it's not a great rocket punch. It just kind of goes and falls out, but I don't know. I like it. Screw you guys. I like it. So there we go. You can even launch the one with the cannon for whatever reason. So both work. Both work perfectly fine. And it does tend to kind of fall back in while you're doing that, so make sure he's all nice and extended. And so what you can do, of course, is you can take off the elephant, and now you can use like Zyuoh Wild Big Cat Edition, because you got lion and tiger going on there. You can keep elephant, but you can ditch tiger, replace it with shark, because she's the better of the females, and hashtag opinions. And you got this combination, which is just as neat. And then, of course, you can go pure Zyuoh King up in here with lion, shark, and gorilla, which is actually, I think, probably my favorite combination, because I do like the yellow, the red, and the blue together, but I like the gorilla body a lot more, so I actually kind of dig this quite a bit as my preferred combination of these guys. So that is that for Zyuoh Wild. Like I was saying, we can pull off what is almost all of Wild Zyuoh King. And there you have the start of Wild Zyuoh King. Just missing a mole. Real quick, I'll give my full thoughts on this guy in the mole video, because it'll finally be complete. It does some things I like, it does some things I don't like. Again, I don't really want to spew all my thoughts out, but I will do that in the mole video next month. So we shall see about that, but just want to give you guys a sneak preview of that. So I'm super happy about this guy. He is my favorite of the cube animals released so far, and he's probably going to end up being my favorite, period, unless something of Zyuoh the World just completely blows me away. I've always liked gorilla mechs. They're always usually really fun. This guy's cute. He's got a big old bazooka on his shoulder. What's not to love, really? And plus, he makes a better body than the Eagle does, just my humble opinion. And he makes a better arm for Wild Zyuoh King too, but that's a complaint I'll get to in the mole video. Also, I'll probably spew some stuff on Twitter and Facebook, so if you really want to know how I feel, check out there. So there we go. I like this guy a lot. He is nice, he's affordable, he's fun, and Wild Zyuoh King is, well, not Wild Zyuoh King, Zyuoh Wild is a formation that I just really, really enjoy. I want to say right off the bat that I love this toy line. I know a ton of people are hating it because it's kitty and blocky, even though this is a franchise that's made for toddlers, but whatever. So, I don't know. I like it. I'm having fun. This is the most fun I've had with a Sentai mecha since probably Kyoryuger. And I liked Tokyuger's mecha line because trains are neat. So I'm having a lot of fun, is what I'm trying to say. And I know a lot of people aren't because they're all into how it, like, looks. And I understand that. But they're toys at the end of the day. And to me, a toy needs to be fun more so than just looking cool. And not only does I think it look cool, but it is certainly a lot of fun. So I dig these a lot. Those of you that are with me, let me know in the comments. Those of you that are against me, you're going to let me know in the comments anyway, so go ahead, have at. But that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.